Good morning. Welcome to the Charlotte Congregational Church midweek service. No matter who you are or where you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. The scripture reading today is Psalm 142. It is a psalm of complaint. Let's listen together. I cry aloud to the Lord. I lift up my voice to the Lord for mercy. I pour out before the Lord my complaint. Before the Lord I tell my trouble. When my spirit grows faint within me, it is you who watch over my way. In the path where I walk, people have hidden a snare for me. Look and see, there is no one at my right hand. No one is concerned for me. I have no refuge. No one cares for my life. I cry to you, Lord. I say you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Listen to my cry, for I am in desperate need. Rescue me from those who pursue me, for they are too strong for me. Set me free from my prison, that I may praise your name. Then the righteous will gather about me because of your goodness to me. Complain, lament, whine, whinge, kvetch. I grew up in a family where all complaints were considered whining and therefore unacceptable. My dad frequently used the phrase, buck up, though we might just as often get a look that was part confusion, part disgust when we complained. Don't get me wrong, my dad was very loving. But now when my husband complains about something, even if it's unrelated to me, I seem to have an involuntary reaction of disapproval. I like to think I'm a little more patient with my kids. They might argue otherwise. But in general, I guess I'm somewhat allergic to complaining, or at least to other people's complaints. And I find that I have a broad definition of complaining. Everything from a moan of sorrow over the cancellation of plans during to COVID-19 to an expression of fatigue after a workout. I tend to see it all as whinging, unhelpful, and therefore a waste of breath. But Psalms like this show me otherwise. Psalms of complaint are the most common genre of Psalms in the Bible. They were and are authentically used by people in times of crisis. They express to God, I'm in trouble. I'm beset on all sides. I'm up to my neck. Help. And why not? I remember at the beginning of the pandemic when church and Sunday school and even regular school, when they were all canceled, and I was sending out weekly emails to families. One of the activities I proposed was to read a lamentation and then for kids to do their own, inspired by that lamentation. I encouraged them to go outside where they could yell and stomp and fling themselves on the ground if they wanted to, telling God all of their sadness, their anger, fear, woes, frustration. God can handle it, I wrote. God can handle it. What does it say about human life that so many of the Psalms are comprised of complaint and lament? The human condition. For me, it's comforting to know we have company in our pain, and maybe I shouldn't be so put off by complaints. Maybe I should embrace them. What if we all lamented to God more often? I'm going to try it. Complaints and lamentations drive us to pray. And I think anytime we share with God and connect authentically with the force that is mysterious and beyond us and expansive and loving and can hold our deepest grief and our highest joy, anytime we recognize our connection to God, that is good. It is the opposite of a waste of breath. So please pray with me a prayer of lamentation, ending with a moment of praise. Oh God, we are anxious. People are dying. Injustice abounds. The earth is on fire and we are complicit. There is pain and disappointment and failure at every turn. The darkness that pursues us is closing in. We can feel our spirits grow faint. We despair. Is no one with us? Does no one care? Must we be on our own? And must there be so many obstacles in our path? Listen to our desperation. Rescue us. Set us free, that we may praise your name. Amen. Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you, be gracious unto you, and grant you peace. Amen.